Hi, my name is Cedric. Welcome in another week of AI Decoded. I'm in Basel this week for a conference organized by Inspired Minds on AI and more specifically generative AI in healthcare. There's a lot of people here from companies like Microsoft, Nvidia, but also smaller startups. And I feel really inspired by this event. And so I want to dedicate this week's video not to the news of the last week, but scope a little bit bigger, see a couple of months, and specifically in healthcare, look at what the opportunities are and also look at what the risks are of this new technology, specifically to healthcare. I decided to reshoot this video in Belgium because I want to get it just right. The intersection of healthcare and technology is something that truly passionates me, and it's a topic that stirs mixed emotions in many of us. On the one hand, we're filled with awe and pride when considering groundbreaking innovations like gene editing, led by visionary scientists like Jennifer Doudna. But on the flip side, feelings of frustration and even anger bubble up when we think about personal experiences involving misdiagnosis, complications, or even long waiting times. And I often hear this from my sister as well, who's currently doing an internship in a Belgian hospital. And a recurring theme in her stories is always the same. Not enough people to deliver the quality healthcare we all deserve. And when I was studying myself, I pondered the following question while researching topics for my master paper. Is the healthcare system fundamentally inefficient? One statistic that I can't shake off is that from 1995 to 2014, medical costs in the US exceeded GDP growth with 1.45%. Contrary to other sectors where technology lowers costs, here we constantly deliver more for less. Healthcare seems to be on a different trajectory. Costs are skyrocketing and questions about efficiency are more prevalent than ever. A huge slice of these spiraling costs can be attributed to drug development. It takes a staggering 10 to 15 years and a jaw-dropping 2.6 billion euros or dollars to bring a new drug to the market. Now compare that to the tech industry where new products can transition from concept to consumer in mere months and sometimes even weeks. This is a different ballgame. And for good reason, we need regulatory approval. Getting FDA approval is no walk in the park. Just 13.8% of new drugs pass the testing phase. In other industries, these approval gates are wide open. Faster delivery is encouraged. But should we just approve more drugs? No, of course not. But this can already be a first area where generative AI could actually help. But that being said, I believe the most transformative impact might lie elsewhere within the ecosystem. And I want to share that with you in this video. But back in university, I pondered another question. Is labor productivity in healthcare lagging compared to other industries? Well, the data confirmed my suspicion. And we see that from 1999 to 2014, labor productivity in healthcare rose at a lower rate than in other industries. This is yet another red flag, signaling that healthcare is falling behind in the innovation race. And just to hammer home the point, in a recent study from Deloitte, we see that R&D efficiency in pharmaceuticals is at a historic low return on investment of 1.8% in 2019 compared to 10% in 2010. So even if current technologies like GPT-4 may not fully be ready to drive healthcare innovation, now is the perfect time to explore their potential. The challenges we face, like pandemics, aging population, and ballooning costs, urgently require innovative solutions. And advances in AI technology could be the catalyst we need to break these persistent barriers, boost productivity, and most importantly, address the staff shortages that plague our healthcare system. So you may be wondering, how far are we from actualizing AI's promise in healthcare? Well, a recent study led by Dr. John Ayers from the Qualcomm Institute of UC San Diego gave us a glimpse of hope. This study tested the answers to medical questions of OpenAI's ChatGPT against those of licensed practitioners. And guess what? The panel of healthcare professionals actually preferred ChatGPT's responses, citing them as higher quality and more empathic. Now, the holy grail of AI in healthcare is known as general medical artificial intelligence. This is a vision of an AI that can assist both patients and practitioners in almost every task, but this concept is still mostly theoretical with no concrete materialization date. However, in some tasks we can already see big improvements. Take medical imaging, for example. Traditional X-rays analysis relies heavily on human expertise and is fraught with the potential for error. AI trained on extensive datasets can flag areas of concerns and point the doctor's attention to those scans that have a potential tumor and not those that are clearly healthy. This can allow radiologists to zero in on their expertise, speeding up the diagnostic process for all patients. The problem is that you need a wide variety of training data. Even if you single down one cancer or one organ, a hospital in India might use a different machine, of which the CT scans are different from the CT scans that were used in the training data, and as a result it might not work. Therefore, most AI systems for diagnosis support in CT scans are produced with the most narrow objective possible. One company that's trying to change this and make a more general solution that can be used for different organs, I met at Basel, and it's called Better Medicine, and it's really impressive what they do actually. They're currently focused on liver and kidney applications, but they really have this vision that if they have the right team and if they have the right data, that they can tackle a multitude of applications, a multitude of cancers. While the notion that AI will completely replace medical practitioners is a moonshot idea and one that's often overstated, it's unwise to underestimate the technology's potential to assist in diagnosis, research, patient education, and more in the foreseeable future. Another cool startup that is challenging the status quo is Raises AI, founded by the UK-based duo Zaid and Peter. They are creating an AI assistant for doctors that integrates with electronic patient records to provide intelligent, reliable, and validated decision support. What they call an instantly available specialist-level second opinion. It also helps generate common clinical notes and documentation, which could potentially lead to freeing up 3.5 hours for some doctors and reducing errors by 50%. And that brings me to a critical point. How do we ensure the safe integration of AI into the complex world of healthcare where stakes are high? Mistakes are not just costly, they can be fatal. Well, enter the concept of human in the loop. Human in the loop is a model of AI implementation where humans collaborate with AI systems to improve performance and safety. In these systems, the AI can produce the first analysis, a forecast, or decisions that are then reviewed by the doctor. The human input could also be used to retrain the model, enabling it to learn from human expertise and iteratively improve its performance over time. Let's bring this concept back to Better Medicine. Well, that startup I mentioned earlier, imagine this, their AI system scans through hundreds of liver and kidney CT images. It then ranks the scans based on their likelihood of a serious condition and the need for immediate attention. The AI isn't making the diagnosis, the AI is just providing a short list so that the radiologist can review every scan, but that he can start or she can start with the most urgent ones. If the AI gets it wrong, well, the radiologist is there to catch it. And if the AI got it right, well, that's a life potentially saved. Let's also revisit Raises AI. Their AI assistant for doctors doesn't just operate in a vacuum. It relies on human validation to constantly improve its decision support algorithms. The startup could incorporate real-time feedback loops, allowing doctors to immediately correct or validate the AI's recommendation. These corrections could then be fed back into the system to refine its algorithms, ensuring that the AI is always learning, evolving, and getting better at assisting healthcare providers. Of course, implementing human in the loop isn't without any challenges. It requires significant investments, not only in technology, but also in training of the people using it. And we really have to think about it as holistic AI systems. Then there's also data privacy concerns and potential public resistance, similar to what we saw with Tesla when they started out rolling out their self-driving features. When the first deadly accident was reported, nobody cared about all the accidents it had probably helped avoid by then. However, as studies like the one led by Dr. John Ice show, when implemented correctly, AI could significantly boost efficiency, reduce errors, and free up valuable time for healthcare professionals. The world of healthcare is on the brinks of an AI-driven transformation. A good human-in-the-loop framework is what we need to plunge into this exciting yet unknown territory. Whether you're a healthcare provider, a tech entrepreneur, or just someone invested in the future of healthcare, and you made it to the end of this video, I have a special offer for you. This summer, I wrote a guide on deploying successful generative AI projects in healthcare, and I'm happy to provide you with free access. So you can find the link in the description below to that guide. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next week.